Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough to say thank you. Say, Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Zion. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Who am I thinking now?
Hello, Memawa Che, Memawa Ha, Memawa Jo, baby Biara, wo. Men mamu nyinaa akwa aba eba dwumedia efia de bia adom nti ye de bremo. Ene nso Sara no Nyankopɔn twede ampo adaroma. Yenya ahoɔden we hyira ye nkwa na ye de saa dwumedie esa eba makwan. Ene dwumedie eye me ahoho ase me bedi mo chia me enam se ene topic ayakwa akɔfa ba no ehu hia yie me de ye ba ne sikasɛm a na me ni age BWF Solicitors for ifiade bia ye de saa dwumedie eba makwan efa ye mmransɛm immigration litigation ene Ghanaian law and as a family law na ene nso ye de ba makwan ye gidi se baby biara wo obenya abotre na wetie ye fiti ahyase ekwa ewiye ye wonsem bebre a ye de bebre mo edu ebre so a mema ho kwan na mebie telephone lines atum ti na ebe ya wonso asem bia eda wakoma so obetumi e de abre na mmom me ka sei ene yenya ye lawyer kese baako a one ye ba bedi dwuma na nsa na beyi ne ti e de aba no metwa me ho kakra aba
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mmransem mu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura wo ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofra hwemu, awaregya ye ho twema mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma wo legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ni eya wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner eye member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se ye taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nunsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ɛna memene da nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 ɛyɛ 10 a.m. kosi 4 p.m. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wo nante free 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernardo Wusu san yɛ barrister ya Gina Tumu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmeranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wa advising local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
Onua, wo siesie ho akɔyɛ English test bi ana? Wo kɔtwerɛ IELTS, CELT ana OET? Ana wo hia certificate bi wɔ brɔfo kasa mu de akɔpɛ adwuma? Ɛne eti asɛm de yie. KT Education Consultancy ɛwɔ nimdifoɔ a wɔbɛtumi aboa wo amu atwa wo A1, A2, B1 ɛne B2. KT Education Consultancy besiesie wo amoa yɛ wo visa ana immigration application. Nea wɔpɛ student visa ana adwuma enkanka apɔmuden hwɛ adwuma ho nkrataa. KT Education Consultancy wɔ hɔ de ma wo. Frɛ wɔn +44 759 662 0154 ana +44 751 2644041. Kɔne KT Education Consultancy animdifoɔ ensiesie wo ho na watumi apaase yie.
Yo, sa yɛbɛda otwediamfo ase biom ɛna ɛyɛ me dɛ bebree ɛyɛ me dɛ sɛ yɛde sɛ adwumadie yi ɛba makwan aha yɛ legal hour with BWF Solicitors mediane manyeti ɛna nso yɛnhwɛ ansa na mɛkɔ so no mɛda obi bia se a woba so ɛna yɛ 1st of July ɛna kyerɛ sɛ June abesenko yewie ɛna yɛ hyɛ bosom foforɔ ase. So you are all welcome to the new month and new ideas, new things. I believe this is the time for us to reflect so far for the past 6 months from the beginning of the year, what we've done so far, what are we still doing, what is the outcome of our plans that we started from January. Yeba mu kwan na kyerɛ sɛ anase amede mamo ne se mepsremon so na monchiche yewo Facebook yewo YouTube yewo all the social media ne so yewo BW radio so yewo BW TV so eno ase obekọ Facebook no wabodin no BW Solicitors obehu se dodo na bepi ewase Oko YouTube nso a yewo ho se na ebe ya obenya yen ahwe ene ekoma yen dodo a yewo UK kromu ha ene nsem no topic ne de ekoma yen papa science nyoma mu aye din ankasa na yekasa no mu aye din na ede nti na kyese sikasem na adane yeka ne sentokwa aye ko nti ba bi yeka se usika bi akodi baabi na ubetumi akwaje saa sika na asem de eno ni ene edwumadi a ye de brewo me ne ye lawyer kese baako lawyer Charles Asmah watoto na ntoma pa bi se ne one ye ba be kyerɛkyerɛ sikasem BWF Solicitors edu edu Thursdays edu Fridays any Saturday omato ho ato se omo saa legal hour dwumedi bebrɛ mu se ne be ya mo behu emra nneoma ekoso ewo ye immigration sem family law sem litigation sem ene invimpo yen Ghana law nso so enti ene sara na yakofa emu baako de brɛ mu enche bia mema ye lawyer pani aba abedi nchia de ama mo nyina na obewie no na afede de dwumedi no ahyase na emom ansa na obeba no mema ejewa ajiman Mema onyina akwaba osi good morning everyone. Vincent Edu Demfi osi good morning to you all. Nyame nhyira Kevin Asamoah osi good morning manye any lawyer Asmah. Nyame nhyira na uni uhu se mabola Asmah ansana uchia no eye na kyerɛ sɛ you are on top of everything. Nyame nhyira Faustina Pepra ono so say good morning lawyer Charles. Nyame nhyira Faustina. monko so foso hene mesra wude no ene me hye me niwa no ntino me hu ade tutu nanso na nyina mu no eye na ye de sre kakra aka ho ye so ye ka ne sen serious sa na be put bi mu up nte ya na de se de na de nije ehia edwumadi a ye Sandra Fraser enso wo ho ye secretary papa Sandra bechiche or the telephone lines ne address ne bibia begu so na momfa mon save na dachi bi ehiamo a mafa na mo de aba embia na enye ne na mom obi nso behia na de ama no dushani moras so say good morning. First of all, good morning. So, and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to spend more time on that. I'm going to go straight to the point. And I'll be blending some of the topics, especially with the English language, as this topic in particular is so much important to most of us living in the UK here, how we can get our money back from the HR because of few taxes that we might have overpaid or one way or the other. So you are all welcome to the program again, and I'll say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the location that you are. Mr. Lawyer Charles Asmah, you are welcome, and I'm giving you the opportunity to say hello to the viewers and listeners, and after that we go straight to the point.
Thank you very much. And then so you do Yankopon as to say we be a kwai amaye. But just know who ye pa na. That's good. That's good. So viewers and listeners, thank you very much for making time with us once more. Special greetings to you all from BWF Solicitors, and we also want to say good morning to all the staff of BWF Solicitors.
Thank you. So, Nietiane say, ansa na yebebo ye ntirimu anase yebedwendwen bibi ho na ye de aba no enye se yete hwa na sebi efredi ase didi mi ane akaso na ye nkoka se debi na mbom ye hwe ye de ne to form ye de adwen to nyoma ho ne ye hwe what is trending, what is nyoma ha enkrofo in the system. So looking at this week, the trend that we've noticed, this says a lot of people are in debt, a lot of people are struggling with financial situation, and one way or the other, they might have maybe get some money from the HMRC. The situation at stake is what we are coming to do. Internet topic I have and say we said, do you know you can get a refund from the HMRC? Sorry, I always get confused with the letters. So the right one is HMRC. Do you know you can get your refund? And when it comes to refund, what refund are we talking about? Seven previous wakoton bibi na o sande akwakonya na wakoton bibi na o kakwajo refund na ene ye ba bedwenwen hunti twe konya breme na betna menchen betie me tune in, go to the YouTube, tune in. If you're in the house, you can go on television, go to YouTube and then tune in to BWF Solicitors Live. You will see us right now. Say oh phone so baby and you can get us. Now wait see once you are in this country and you are working, the possibility you can always get a refund from the HMRC is possible. So join me today whilst you're also sharing to others to get this particular topic. Join us and then we can have a successful program today. Yo, lawyers, my yedase say yakofa bani ebeka sikasem. So meantime bisa we na yenko update kakra nim say update dey bebre wo system no mo, maybe after the end of the day no ye be hwe kakra betimi dey abeka won na mom ye be ko ye main topic ne so akoye sem bisa say ye nim say ye betimi enya refund e wo HMRC ana lawyers man na asem we dey minim enti no kwan ben na metumi enya refund ana say ye ka refund ne kra ye de ade refund ye de ade minim say bia makota ade a mempe me ne ko na meka say adekode mempe biom nti mama me refund na HMRC de mankoton hwe wo ho minim say me ye adwuma na yete me tax enti no memma ho kwan na wodi nkyerkyeremu no ama yense na ebenya ntiase yi na if we qualify yemfa ntam enko ne enkoje yensika facho wadaroma enkyerkyere
Yo, me that's bebre na your viewers and listeners. Today we are asking ourselves a simple question. which will require simple answer with explanation. So, do we or did we know that we can get refund from HMRC? Senior yenimno HMRC a buying a department almost share ejiji into abua a buying a tax. So Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. To my bia one dear and they share UK or my mu and the tax and share no nan for mucha tax no aso a bit me aba say nimpa no as I say your man no nya wait any be back if you say wait ya abroso and the answer is yes, depending on your personal circumstance. And see, like I said, tax refund, we are mainly talking about income tax. Tax that you pay as a result of your earnings or wages. And most people are on PAYE system. And some people are also on the self-employment system. Today we are focusing on Krofua, omuwo PAYE, no pay as you earn system no swa. Omu self-employed. Santi, omuye ejuma no a, bosumi no so a, anase na watch no so a, anase 2 weeks no so a. Ejuma rura no betete tax a, esese otifum. Adese ombeti 20%, anase 45%, anase whatever percentage, aban beti efim. After the personal allowance. No, ejuma rura na beti no de akoma aban. Na your question is say omotete ne sa ebetumi abese ebribi no obetumi akwa agriculture so omate manabro so nti wo pay refund and say insesan no back ana na say no obetumi aye ne sa na say wo miti emra no and say nhihye a ewo ho no. Nti edikan no adenti na obi a menye self-employed. Na metumi asori aka say me beje me nsesan because me tax a metua no edoso. And as a afiba kunumu no abro. So in the UK, tax year no started from the 6th of April. Now I end the 5th of April the following year. Into a share by 31st of March, na bibia around it up. Because now the following week, we are beginning a new tax year. Nti bia saa year ni nyina no waye adwuma bebre different places. Anansa waye adwuma baako na ya te ho tax. Na obia ewo code a yegina so editing the tax. And there inkomodie no ye be share standard code. Standard code no. Na code no is derived from your personal allowance. Nti this year we receive you new tax code notice we share so we say ya trust say this is your new tax code or notice of tax code. Your employer has been sent a copy. Nti employer no be use no they attitude tax every week and let's say every month depending on bredodo a yebitua o eka ewo bosum no emu no. Na simply at the moment here you can say the standard tax code 1257 L 1257 L. What does that mean? It means say we ye adwuma nia ubenya no answer ya bete wo tax no. Say aban hwe say ebro nia aban ahyehye no ana a friend no minimum wage say and say sika say winya afi no mu ansa wa hye ase say wutua enho tax. Nti sa eno no friend no personal allowance. Nti allowance no ayede ma wo no say winya we adwuma na usika eba wo nsem ni nyina no eye saade a ene ani say wutua tax. Of course, NI different, and then commodity no and yet NI ni pension na there is purely income tax, and quite so over far ubenya refund if you say wait here manabro so. Into 1257.
Pacho mean chawa no kitu ebi wa ha. Enam ne o kan sisi no say se ubenya wo code no na any personal allowance no se wo ye adwuma na personal allowance no sika wonya no pepepe a na kire se eno na ebe kire tax a obetua but se pepepe dia na kire se untia tax empacho ho no pese me ye clear kakra wo ho
yo me da se bebre no kore enti sisi ana ya ati ase se wo fa wo code notice no a wo say ya try so 1257L no L is the standard one. In the standard tier there, and we are not going into the exceptions. Until I'm saying you stay within the standard. I apply to most people. No. Until quite ben sooner from this, no many allowance, and that's a quite ben sooner we generate is our code. Now, over here, say, would this zero? Ebe share number no echi.
Okay.
This a number here 1257. Now with the zero, a share echi. I can't one. Ebe here 12570.
Right.
Not just our allowance na £12,570. Nti sa we adwuma na busu afini nyina no. Sika eba wonsem before tax no. 12,570 there. And the any say with your tax because any allowance.
Okay.
Nti allowance no say so we adwuma na wunya sa sika we there you don't pay tax. E bro there we bet your tax. And then they are friend of progressive tax system.
Right.
Progressive ni say we adwuma na winya more we be contribute to more. So we adwuma na winya less we be contribute to less. Nti emfa say sa nimpa we ya wa ye adwuma na onya 12,570 ebia for whatever reason okwahye adwuma na ase no na enyoma bi nsisi so ebia na ne code kura enye ready nti adwuma rura no onim kwan obafa so obatete ne tax santi omo hyase se omo te no emergency tax to ho nti bia wo ba hyase wo behu se right from day one no na we tax we tua no abro nti sa ni pa we no obetumi anya refund because automatically no we tua ama na abro because onya 12,570 but even though no ni so tua tax no employer no shall say otete no tax and san ohun say ehia say obetua tax something na we tua no as I say e dey mano. So do you know that you can get refund? That is one way of getting refund even though when you're self-employed. Now Sanet there, what about says animpa we employer no what the right tax 12,570 12,570 no yati efi sika onya no mu enfa say sika onya no nyina 20,570 for the year 20,570 inti yati allowance of 12,570 fimua sika eka echire no 8,000 eno ho na ese otua tax you find say nipa we because of falling within the basic tax rate no emu no bracket no emu no otua ne tax 20% e was 8,000 ho nti say ya calculate sa 20% here na uhu say nipa we as I say otua £1,600 for the whole year. We number breaking it down into months. Into divided by 12 we be every month. Your friend says signing per way also so otua 1,600 a year for tax no bracket no woman because we are working with young employee year na ketua 20,570 a year. Now the personal allowance 12,570. Now what the allowance ni fee ni sika no mu a na ekechire no 8,000 ehun na otua tax na yehu say fall within the minimum tax bracket or the basic tax bracket no santi otua basic rate of 20% 8,000 by 20% 1,600 sanimpa we also otua but kwan ben so na sanimpa we otua the normal tax and it's a right amount of tax obetumi nya refund emra ne say sa we adwuma na wo spend it and that's a wo boka ewo adwuma no ho enti we employee na wo bo eka because of adwuma no na sa eka no whole and exclusive to adwuma na wo ye no sa nti wo bo sa eka no because of adwuma no nti dia aban behwe anasa tax HMRC behwe say no krese sa eka we wo boye because of adwuma no na ya titi efi wo sika wunya no for the year no mu ansa ya to tax nti sa tax expense sa expenses na wunya no esa say more or less no ye de ka wo personal allowance no ye de ma wo back because eno no ye adwuma na nka wo embo sa eka no question is eka no bi ni saying ebi a wo ye adwuma na adwuma no ye ma wo uniform but as I say wo share prescribed dress e de call adwuma and I say attire e de call adwuma sa attire no wo to because of sa adwuma no and I say eka no wo bo because of sa adwuma no dia wo ba ma HMRC aya we say afi no me bo sa eka we e wo attire a me share call adwuma no ho santi sa attire na me share me to ye for adwuma no purposely no sa expense no wholly and exclusive to sa adwuma no santi say eka wo bo ho na £600 do a as I say your refund sa sika no ma wo santi more or less na ba ka wa allowance no ho nti more or less na che say sika wo tua ye a ye use as analysis no 1600 for the year no abro because 600 refund no and I say reimbursement no aban and consider and I say wo employer and consider before obet sa tax no akoma aban nti wo frɛ aban tax for they will get the evidence from you check to see whether it is indeed wholly and exclusive then treat it as part of the expense claims no
enti eno sa expense claims no se ni awo ka no emre be na o se ohun se wo de ko kan wanse at tax na say yeah wo statement aba no ansa na wo the expense we no atro ana wo the asensi ana evidence akotro mu ansa na o my refund na ma na say every ben I don't know if my question is right.
Your question is right.
Wa koji
So what I will ask us to do is say before I ever call sir question, so please take note of it. You better answer our question, but we've looked at one aspect of idea a refund, even though we had the right amount of tax. But idea we when you refund. In Taria we shall quay juma needed for sir a jumano, but when employer provide them out to wow that means that expense no a wholly and exclusive. That should be considered. Okay. Then another expense. Uko ejuma na wotwibia what the entire eco laundry ekosi. We see entire no because of ejuma no dia. Laundry expenses no is whole and exclusive to ejuma na wo ye no. Santi and also no should be considered provided wo ho evidence no a wo de betre tax for.
Okay.
The next one here, transport. What they call ejuma, but transport in moment you mu eha eye. And yet transport would fifie would you call ejuma. Nembom bia we ye ejuma e different places. And that's a wuko ejuma ye small ema wo different places e kwaye ade on behalf of sa ejuma no a. From wufie to ejuma mu transport expense in there is standard expense. And then there you have to pay it yourself. But any other expenses relating to ejuma away no are from home to work. And that's a work to home. But any other places, ukoye ejuma waha, ukoye ejuma waha, ukoye ejuma waha, anka employer no SSA or refund no. So one refund amount there, SSA a buy a consider no with tax calculation mu na or date and whole tax in sesano or the brew. Nti eno nso another one.
Okay.
One bit another the last one I dey ka no aduane a wudi ewo adwuma mu. Na mbom normal aduane a nka wo fie a nka wo bedi. Nti normal aduane ben na ye ka. So wo fie a wo bedi breakfast, lunch and supper depending on your nature. Scientists are okay, you could do breakfast, lunch, and supper, and yet exceptional. Because, and no, ubedi anyway, it's a fixed expense that you have already made provision for. But, say, wono, we night, eka na night, nka ube didi up na by 4, 5, 6, 7. Na nka we didi ewe wakoda. Na because of sa ejuma we a wo ye no nti. After eating at that time no, ukwa akoye ejuma nti ube say didi biom bia 12 and asa 1. Sa na etie dia sa enipa we sa ejane no extra expense on food no. A wholly and exclusive to ejuma na oye night ejuma na oye no. Sa nti say employer no and refund ya manoa and as one reimburse no as I said tax for a reimburse emano by calculating the tax again and giving the person a refund. So do we know that all these things can help us get refund? If we didn't know, we now know.
Oh, okay. So in that case, senior one so in that case, how do you get the refund? How do you go about it? Refund now is due to you.
Yo, that's a bebre. Because we are dealing with HMRC, no, our target is solely HMRC, not the employer. So we assume that the employer does not have a refund or reimbursement policy for wholly and exclusive expenses. Sana tia dia uba free HMRC for na wa ka kire won say in addition to wo ejuma wo ye no enho expenses no sa extra expenses we eka we wo bo because of ejuma no nti wo bo so senia ma bo so yi e kire won a ebia on ba ka kire say fa evidence bra na wo the evidence no akoma won. Inti omo check wie a ombeye recalculation omo the tax calculation be breo na omo aka say they have recalculated your tax santi these expenses no a we claim no omo consider. So let's look at example na ye use no ye nuen a oye adwuma afi no ye twa no 20,570 na the personal allowance 12,570. Santi sika eka ebroso no 8,000 are falling within the basic tax range. Santi another bracket no Santi 20% on 8,000 no 8,600. Santi pa we ya obetu 1,600 waboka o ewo entare a o hyekwa ejuma because ejuma no require say obehye sa entare no. But there's no policy for reimbursement of those expenses. Young friend says, I need pay expenses no on Ontario for the whole year no, a be £1,000. A journey OD because or year over or year night a juma expenses on food no, a be £200 for the whole year. That's 1,200. And or share Ontario or the call laundry and okosi. The whole year no expense ewa ho no be £300. Ya de kan ho 1,500. Sa inimpa way transportation cost apart from home to work and work to home no ya suma no ko other places okoye inspection or different places okoye ejuma or different places. Sa anti no other expenses no employment contract no there's no policy for refund no ya kan ni na boma ya fan say no so £200. Ya de kan ho a ye nya £1,700. Sa nipa we on drive. So we are not talking about mileage claim. Because mileage claim there is standard. And then we are not looking at mileage claim. We are looking at expense to and fro. Expense other than to and fro on transportation. Santi 1,700 aka 8,000 aka no ye beti sa 1,700 no efim. Inti ya 3,700 no efimu a sa nipa we ne sika ebeka SSO chair tax no 6,300. Sa 6,300 sa inimpa we obetua 20% tax on that. Inti 20% tax on that say yesho mua. Now we are looking at 20% on 6,300. So your standard one cra, nkebeka say 1,002, but 300 ede echre. Enti na ye kani nyina mua around 1,002, 1,003 no. You can see say a lower than 1,600 na ye nui wetua and I say SSO otua no. In the difference of 1,600 and let's say 1,200 or 1,300 no, as I say, you demand as refund because you're recalculating the tax no wetua emanabro so. So subsequent period no, then following year no, omba assume say these expenses are going to reoccur or they are going to be recurring expenses. If they're going to be recurring expenses there, they don't always have to ask you, did you spend it or not? So automatically they will generate a new code for you. Until the expenses no account with 12,570 no hoa. Ube say ebe kosoro na ome generate new code. Until ube say wo code no ebe bro 1257 L no aye kan ho asem no. Let's just say allowance no akosoro because they have factored in the possibility of those expense claims recurring. Then automatically we tax no abeba form so that you don't have to come for a refund the following year or the subsequent years. That means the expenses no so easier. You have to run back to the tax office and tell them say these expenses I do not incur them again. Santi rework my tax code so that I can be paying the right amount of tax. So when do you tell them? You can tell them at any time. Then they will look at the tax point and calculate the tax you have paid previous years or year, depending on when those expenses were incurred.
Okay. Yati asele ya wacheche mo. Me hu sisi ya me ye adwuma na yeti me tax bebre my comment to meaning at the end of the day I have to calculate it myself on so na me hu then I can go for the refund. Now lawyer senior wacheche mo eno ano no ayembia yenim say when it comes to full time I mean it's between 39 to maybe more hours, and then when it comes to part time from 20 downwards hours and no dey meaning say sana a standard. So suppose say be a year part time and you don't really have any evidence and I say bibinti or e was say year part time and I say impo year part time, but because of one or two reasons tina year part time, which of course you have to let them know. Ain't it why year part time now threshold and I say sika tax code no still acquire less than you can saying 1270 no into no because of that tax. Na mom o hwe ye living standard ne so asa part time na we embi so ana anko so na ayembia eba ne sa tax credit. I know say we are only talking about refund of tax, not necessary tax credit and stuff like that, but then eba ne sa ye betumi aka say embia weni wenti usika na o se nka utia tax na enso nti ye nso ye mom ye ma usika e de aka ho. Is there possibility like that? And I said, yanko the other way, so oh yeah, full time then mbia wachechem full time now oh yeah no unya mbia 20,000. So your personal allowance, if your tax code 1270 no, personal allowance no ya tie free monty in sika away chain roughly 8,000 wacheche ye mu ewie. Enti say no so eba ne say why ye can say sometimes why ye over ebi mu ye overtime near the ade inte masika no ekosoro obehu ane ye gina overtime na wo ye no near two sika ne kese eno nso oho no obetumi akwa refund. Into two questions na maybe say minim say what me ase dia pacho
Yo medasibebre first question was on tax credit. Obi or ye less hours, and the second question is overtime and who tax obi or ye more hours.
Yes.
Yo just a quick one. Senior me boss no personal allowance no 12,570. Until we zero na a day train fee so a 1257. That's your tax code. Okay. The standard tax code, you know. Now, Nipa way, tax credit system is different because it means tested.
Okay.
Income support to abino edibuao to be able to cushion you up to get to the essential living need spending level. Inti so bia SSL auto edwane di na okona oba na wonu because of usika nti endua anase wo ho kire a abano hwe saa ahia unya no anase hours a unya no na wa calculate na wa mawo tax credit no a due you no. Of course you must be working to be able to get the tax credit due you. Enti eno no aban na obeshishe has nothing to do with tag saying ejuma has nothing to do with tax awutiano. And I say now the reason why I say it has nothing to do with tax awutiano so obi more ye ejuma kra na ejuma no a oye no minimum pay salary no 12,570 onche tax but you can see says animpa we ye hwemu a as say aban ekushin in a way because they are never in same new eswa nkwala so ewom santi oye edwuma no nko ade aban ba hwe ho na wa consider say what level of welfare support no mo de be ma no as I said through the tax credit system or any other form of support omo de be ma sa inipa we.
Okay, internet say tax credit and tax refund they are totally different things together.
They are different.
But you
tax credit is part of the benefits.
Okay.
Winya no. Nti say wo share welfare package no a obi tumi nya tax credit, onya disability allowance, onya steady allowance, onya this, onya that. Nyina one person. Tax credit component so ye adwuma but sika onya no den esua. Enye so mo refund no by aban ekushi no. And they different. Now your kasa refund na just say technically no wetua e ma na abro so. And yes, I buy out one diamao. But or sit here near eba with some new ebi emano. And you have to pay the right level. In this way, chairman abro so there, then they have to give it back to you, the difference. The same way I would yana and swan or monsu bebe chase you up to pay the difference to them. Until others say, war allowance, which chairman abro so, and I say, wait here, Emma, na then answer. And then no ye share nkofo possibly no ometua emanabro so a ometumi nya refund. The second part of your question no overtime. So obi a why overtime no na wetua more tax no obetumi akwaje refund. Nti na me di kan chekire mu say grounds for getting the refund if you are paying the right tax.
Right.
If you are paying the right tax there should be no refund. You only get refund if you have spent for the purposes of Wijmana. You've incurred some expenses which are wholly and exclusive to the Wijmana. Santi, as a sanka employer no or refund mao and as a reimburse. But there's no reimbursement policy in the workplace. And you go to HMRC to tell them, say, because of this, they have to consider so that you pay less tax in future.
Okay.
What about Nawecha Dadano? Then they have to give it back to you by recalculating at the end. Into overtime, dear son, I will know why you no manabro. But the same way when you see council manabro. And I say I can where PAYE. Pay as you earn. And if you earn more because you have overworked, then we thank God for you to give you more energy so that you can work more and contribute more. There's no refund because it is pay as you earn.
Matthias, entra ebi mo ye yo mo stars bi Matthias because obehu ana edwuma ewo ho na me kase o edwuma wo ho na me employees me kase o edwuma mo take more hours mo si there bi on fa more hours na tax beji ni nyina na je so si bebi o si afi no acheche mo na je say pay as you earn. The more you work, would you want de na onya dodo na just a tax run so e de ahonde na no so tini o so oti ela chance ma ye da se wachechemu enu adofo minim se dodo na ya ka no ntiase beba areva embia na se ne aye chechemu no ukasa no like ntiase no still enhye na ento so yi a ekwan wo ho akwanya wo ho a obetumi ebie telephone lines no na wafre na webisemu yi embia ukita wo end of year P60 ena nyoma bi wo so a wonte ase because ya two tax bi a wo feel say a wrong tax na ade lawyer Asmah wa ha obetumi aka na ya chechumu ana say wo question bi nso a embia na enhyeda emfa ene topic a ya treat ne ho no eno nso akwanya wo ho obetumi bisa BWF Solicitors when it comes to the law na omo free A to Z bebia omo wo ho migration ye wo ho expert ba ne family law nso a ene penny kinkan ene de number 1 kra ena afa ye ba litigation ne mitigation bia ne ye ka no obi a contractor wakwaji wadwuma mu na contract no uye bibi a uye dwuma certain hours na nso no uye more na company mfa policy bia engu so na chese tax na ne yetete kwa ba no eno nso they are very good in dealing with such issues na ometumi ahwa ama ana sempo ye nkrom Ghanaian law no nso baby bia omudi mufia enti no obetumi ebie afre ye telephone lines ayedidi dwuma no ensesa ye was 0208123101 1016 obetumi afre na yajo so fefe lawyer Asmah ha obe responded to your message na asema ode be ba na se obetumi nso afre 07399208468 obetumi nso afre no na voice note ana se WhatsApp ofre WhatsApp number we are only on WhatsApp pe ofre a ebetumi ana se ja voice note ukọ WhatsApp page ne so a icon na ayese microphone na wo ho no eno anu emia so no eja message just under 1 minute and now just over 1 minute pe na we ja ne fefefe ntem waka ne ntem the problem ne go eno so metumi abama na lawyer Asmah ebeyi wa no ntime bie telephone lines na tum abra ye ndi nkomo nko no obetumi afre na de wonsem aba yo lawyer ye be twen tiefo na hwefo course amode beba no yenhwe bibia sisi ano wa be cheche law ni mu kakra ansa na maybe some next question me nko Facebook ni so na YouTube no na me appreciate kakra dodo na abegu ho no yentiefo ne ahwefo memfa acknowledgement mo kakra yo foso hene pepra osi welcome dear foso hene yeda ase Sandra nso they say good morning beautiful man and my very able lawyer Asmah Sandra nyamensha yeda ase anope na ye koso no na Dashani I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly, please forgive me. You say good morning, my dear. First of all, good morning to all BWF solicitors for your good advice. Indeed, this particular topic, in fact, it goes for everyone, especially working in the UK here. I believe very well. Say when you listen to the explanation given, when you have your pay slips, you have your income, and there are tax being deducted or overpayment and stuff like that. That's the right moment you can take initiative and then do something about it. You can phone the tax HMRC, you can phone them, you can discuss your tax being deducted, and then they will also give you advice as to if you want to refund or you want them to put it on your next tax. There are so many options you can take from there as well. And you know, Patrick Agrifin also say good morning, Patrick. Good morning, William Sarko, dear good morning, lawyer. Sarko, dear Manchester, Sarko, dear Yejo Super Sandra. Say please share when you join. Continue to share the program because it's really important. You might think maybe when it comes to tax system, no, you are okay with it, but trust me, from the very conversation that we've had so far, I'm getting to know exactly whenever I get my pay slip, all the figures written there and the tax things, so I have to question it. If it's more, then I have to know exactly what to do at the end of the year. So, Fred Amwa, good morning. I say good morning, lovely family and friends. Sandra, the address system, I be go off fair, the Amaye, na, BWF Solicitors. Omo nature cry, more seven sisters here, yenua body, winner, and then putting the emergency numbers there also in case you want to call them. The situation, you find yourself in a very tight situation and you need immediate intervention. You can call the emergency number and then definitely somebody will get to you. Getting to the end of the program. Address so nana Oprepra, and also the 10th, and also say good morning, Nana, Joe. So Fred Amwa, good morning, lovely family. Emmanuel Nikwe, hey, big boss, or say good morning, madam, and lawyer Asmah. Yima, say good morning, madam, Joe. So David Asamoah, and so or say Mr. Asmah, thanks for the good job. Does it mean BWF can help in failing tax refunds for individuals? What a nice question. Lawyer Asmah, where the comma or say, does that mean say, I mean, listening to this education so far, he's asking whether BWF solicitors can help in failing tax returns for individuals. Can you answer that for us, please?
Thank you very much. Yes, what it is this. Tax has to do with doing it yourself or your tax agent doing it for you. One profession that would ideally be doing this is accountancy profession. So you speak to an accountant, or you can do it yourself. When you come to BWF, because we deal with the law, obviously if they are dealing unkindly with you, then we'll pick it up and represent you in that regard. But if you come to BWF to say that I want to do my self-assessment, it is not our core business to be doing self-assessment or to be acting as tax agent. But individuals can, or yourself, your friend, your family members, if they know how to do it, can assist you. So what I would say is that BWF, we don't deal in tax assessment, but individuals can assist you, or you can speak to an accountant to assist you, or you can do it yourself.
Okay, Yedase. Say obidini advert be to line. So please, if it's possible, if you are not coming from the BWF solicitors, you are not allowed to do that. You can do your own advert on your platform. I'm really sorry about that. So Akosia Ejewa Boatima Apel, or see you are you ever so helpful. You are so helpful. Nature or can lawyer Asmah Asem, George Osai Otri, or say good morning. Don Ike Boatin, so the question. I say good morning, please. I have been on the student visa for 8 months and switched to skilled worker route with 5 years sponsorship. When can I apply for indefinite? Will it be after the 5-year sponsorship visa or before that? And patron question, no, Don Ike Boatin. Patron question, no.
Right. Thank you very much. You know this question by so I switch it and mind you, the skilled worker route, a new policy and it's a program a government will introduce. We don't know what is likely to happen after the next 3 years or even the next year or two when they will realize that we have a lot of skilled workers now in. Ideally, you should have legal residence in the UK for 10 years continuously to be able to get to the point where you can do your indefinite leave to remain application by adding student route, any other route, and all that you have been on combined. Now, if you stay on the skilled route, as we have said, you are in your first more or less leave period, 3 years. You don't know what's going to happen to be able to get to 5 years, whether there will be renewal or there will be no renewal. We don't know whether the government is going to change the policy and so on and so forth. And therefore, this question cannot be answered definitely on this or certainly on this platform. So while the time is approaching, please get in touch so that we can explore your personal options and see the best we can assist you.
Okay, yo, that's lawyer Asmah. Akosia ejewa boatima apewo. Or bisa question this okay, how do you do it? When you ask how do you do it, are you talking about in terms of how to complete the tax refund forms? And I say I don't know, but so come again with your question. I'll be glad to lawyer Asmah will be glad to answer you. Or say David Asmah say thanks for answer. Learned Asmah. I will call you. Okay, I'll call you for more details. David Nyamenshram. Akosia said, is there a form to complete? And I make Akosia me pese me who question no can what was first you said how do you do it? How do you do what? We've spoken about a few things. So is it the tax refund you're talking about? Kevin asked someone say, how can one pay tax if the person gets her or wages on table? Thanks. Wages on table. Are you talking about being a self-employed? You bet to me, but
I'm saying a chairman in some. I don't know.
Okay, it's in
a I don't know, say a big table and it's a small table. But it's a table, no. All right. So your chairman with somebody, I don't know the pay policy or at your workplace. Say it go account to mu and I say your chairman with them. Either way, no. Employer no has a duty to deduct the tax that will go to the government on behalf of government. And so or the usika no at account mu and that's all they are showing some. Into either way no, there's duty on the employer to be acting as an agent of tax to deduct the right amount of tax and transferring the same amount deducted from your salary to HMRC on your behalf. Now let me go to the person who asked for the forms or about the forms. I think the person is possibly asking, so who said Ubenya refund and I say is due you what form?
Yes.
Good. Or the best about the tax refund.
Yes.
The tax refund, you call the tax office and tell them, say, this is what is happening in my circumstance.
Yes.
Expenses are me incurred directly or exclusively and wholly no enunye. They will take them the details, they will take the evidence and recalculate.
Okay.
So more calculating they will send you the calculation they have done. Then they will tell you that this is how much refund is due you. They will send you a check. Then you go and cash it out.
Okay.
Now, in terms of self-assessment, you have to do it online because that is for self-employed individuals, those who are self-employed. So that's a different conversation. But again, if you are self-employed and you file your self-assessment every year or at the end of the year, automatically the system will generate the tax due you in terms of refund. The system will ask for your account details at the time I will fill a form, then now your transfer or refund through because we are self-employed. Into yours is to do the self-assessment from SA 102 near the But when you're self-assessment because when you're self-employed, friend one, like I say, me feel say more a short change me. Scientific penses. No way besides why and how. If we're able to convince them, they will do the needful.
Okay. That's it. You're the four back on your first caller. I mean, Shroud. Pacha Oka friend your Frau saying.
Yeah, Pacha, your friend Eric.
Okay.
And no, you can Hanamo. Now, I think the question may be a little bit different from self-assessment.
No problem, Koso.
Yeah. With the name from a country, Baba or Ghana, 1999, that was in 2000, maybe application on EU settlement scheme, or Ghana. Yeah, that was the year 2000, on February 2000. And I think the application mistake occurred by almost and to me, I'm for man because birth certificate not issues kakra ewo ho.
Okay.
Nti omuka say you can still apply. The official date was on the February 2000. Nti me say obi aya 1999 as at now the EU settlement scheme meeting as an application for the Ajama no African number.
Okay. Last man, I hope some pachotening.
Macho Martin a question.
Okay.
Obi says so bet me USS ama ne ba ana ne ba no wa Ghana. Yo emra say at the moment so wo UK na nimpa no a your application is wo UK there eno no is over. But the nimpa no wa amanone there aban entwa eno mu yet. To bet me application ama wo ba no. So ba no edi 21 and below there, you can say on D21 there, you put it simply. So on D21 there, oba. But almost when I was sharing, in this evidence say when I was sharing are fine. When the evidence say when I was sharing, you can still put in the application. But so evidence say when I was sharing, I na eboa, na friend dependency no. But so when the evidence so emrano nya chin say akwala ni 21 years they say we nya evidence. But so brew 21 years there, akwala no brew 21 years there, and the chin say a compulsory say as I say we nya evidence say we na wo share no, and as akwala no it depending on who to be able to survive and also to be able to live.
Okay. Pacho say we nya mo aye.
So far, no, 1999, this is about 23 years. You know, so
some actually much raw. And just what brew 21. What brew 21, as I say, we prove it, say, who evidence, I would be prove it, say, when I was channel, ne DJmu, ne suku komu, na bread boni no, wa na was channel, obi a ni ho.
You end me that.
Yes, Papa. Yes, that's it. Okay. Many of men should be say, or same, or international student na or chrome ha or koni school pepe penemum say ye makwanya unim say emrano eman ho kwan say onye dwuma full time. Say bani say oye full time abra owo ya makwanya
Thank you very much. Our sister student who sent in this. You are a worker. Let's place aside your studentship. You are a worker in the UK. So, Imran say you can work 20 hours. Into 20 hours, no. Other things being equal. We have 20 hours per. Now, we no and choose to be 12,570, provided you are paid the minimum wage. And you know, we have 20 hours and your big deal be as a better to tax, baby. But time no, and I said during the vacation, you know, Emran is which me I do I will pay because you are not studying during that time. In the same time, no do I will be Juma do I will be no, and what tax in the will be chia. Until the more you work, when you are on vacation, the more you will pay tax to support building the roads, the hospitals, and other things.
Asmah, where is so no say entasse say tiano. Semi enye nkroma ebimo etimi national mudi ebimo enye ne nyina mesrem mano da semna so na ha de utiatia no na ye de ye neoma enti no akosia siward kwenin in fact siward kwenin udini ya mede na minim se maboni ye dia once no yes was say utia the more you work, the more you pay. And yes, and one I can say pay as you earn, pay as you earn. And yet that's ya what of phobia so man so mena it is saying.
No, Patromia.
Bache why?
Okay. Good morning, Maneti, and a lawyer.
Good morning, mommy.
Nyamisha Mupani Jumapa Moye.
Yeah, that's it. Also, sir.
Pato, me journey and chair, so tell me journey na me say Moka a tax refund as them. But man, because now me feel say me chance yet me too much last kwan so bi am me adwuma e kire me say ayi wo ma to figure bi wo ho na sa figure no am say wo to me work it out ya de be ma but me fi as patron na lawyer say me from am to me ka try mo say me chance na me try na too much nti no wo mo refund and I said patron man chance ye
no na lawyer acheche mu no but me pese ye wie nso a san kɔbɔ tape no so ho but audio no betumi a fast forward no abɔ ntem na wehu se ne etie ampa ye utia more tax dia or say unya refund nti no akonya wo ho obetumi enya refund ɛwɔ so watin araba no Mr. Asmah minim se mre no nso kwa na ekɔ obetumi aka bibi kakra kyerɛ me nua be na koma ntɔ ne yam ansa no akwa akotie ye ka ne se ye audio na na
yo ya mami a wo dey asemi ba ye thank you na wo mri say wo feel say wutua manabro so a friend won wo call internet no so a just type HMRC UK contact number wo benya bi wo friend won wo be check kakra de but omo fa na wa ka kire won say wo susun say wutua wo tax no ebro bebre santi omo hwem ma wo omo bisa wo nsam ba ko mienu bi efa wo adwuma a wo ye no nyina eho na omo a confirm say sa na eche na omo aye calculation ni biem na omo de abrɛwo say eye no kre say ebro ana say enye no kre say na wo ka no empo ebetumi aba say omo kra ye mistake na omo aba ka kire wo say na wutua no kra no esua nti betua bi ka ho. These are all possibilities, so just make sure you have your facts clearly and right before you approach them. So yes, idea and the pair obi owo hu nyimdie na onye calculation no ema wo ansa wo de akoto tax for enim. Ba wo fra won so a omeboa wo ema omo ahwehwɛ mu ehu say ese so omo yens omo ma wo sika ni bi back ana say eni say omo ye bibia.
Okay. Yes,
that's
mami. Just for repetition, kakra, obenya and chechemuni in any task code into tier you crowd say one sample bit to me a calculation. Why? That's it. Bye bye. As any mode, I say, me done every ano no not say omo bet me more. Me the question be at to me say Professor Behua, but I say good morning, mean can you see? I was wondering if I still have to do the English language test for my British naturalization application, given the fact that I will be in my final year of undergraduate course in September 2022, and I also did English at level 3 at the foundation year. Thanks, K. So oh yeah degree in ewo kromu hadia. Uwe degree na you can use that as an evidence of the English proficiency no into no here. But say uye before that ne dia wunya nyaye ena omo kan say omo di level 3 omo say at B1 into no say uye comparison no level 3 ne bia you have to prove to them enye sanso a meka say ene etwen uwe degree no na uwe unya wo certificate the possibility of wait me use so no as the proficiency because uwe degree no promo a wait me use so no why lawyers ma ana mpacho oni menya adwe wo nchechemu amama no
mpacho eno ana waka no professor
that's it entino me de answer no e de ama say still a bibi na unti ase a ye betumi akoso acheche mu yem kwaso lawyers ma ye ba kromu ha no ye ba kromu ha misro mse papa bi Nelson Oman niema oye no ye ode yem kwaso lawyers ma ba kromu ye adwuma na ye see basic rate me say we ye adwuma na wetumu nse wa ye adwuma buso me o expect say wenya kra wenya thousand bi na otia rent bia 400 bia ne aka no na chese wo de twitwa ho wo be hu ane chempe o tax chempe na ye de fa e de abrel enti sa sika ne nyina no last ma say ba ne say afa de ma be hu so na mpese me koji mi sika so matitim basic rate for the past 3-4 years me koji no kwan be so na o say me fa na me koji sa sika
yo me da se bebre what can say basic rate? I mean, I am going to say BR. BR no doesn't stand for basic rate, but BR basic rate standard tax now it's usually 20% if it falls within the basic tax bracket. Every year BR no almost the same how much you need to get before you start paying tax. Allowance and now a broke say so how much na obetua no. Nti nkrofo bebre no a musika no enya ahe bia no omutua basic tax rate of 20%. Now bira no and say emergency more or less. Now emergency they say omu hu tax code yet. We don't know your tax code. Either a 1257L or K or M or whatever. There are a lot of codes. Obi uma ne dia kra no a 0. Just say ono allowance no ni bi kra. Obi uma ne dia no a K. What it means is or the kadada. In this sense so ebe positive no dia no was starting the madness. And there are a lot of codes. Today we are not discussing tax code. And now I don't want to go there. But BR no ye obi so obi mo ko start ejuma. Okwa onfa ne tax code nko anase onfa ne P45 enko. Okoya no wa start ejuma no. Usually na say we fill P46. P46 no even say beginner. But right. So you buy from another employer there, you even say transfer. Transfer you have to come with your transfer certificate. Me friend no. Sana me friend no but Emrano friend no P45.
Okay.
And you transfer because why you ejuma no wage na obe to aso baby. So for task continuity no, we have to look at the 45 that you have been given by the old employer. But so we need be there, we assume say this is your first job. Santi, you fill the P46. And it will take some time and say you generate code right there amount. And Sani pano you try every week. So first week or second week no automatically no you bet you no emergency you bet no tax emergency because you name the code no. Obi so ma or ye ejuma bebre or different other places. And you name at this point the tax position there or status there yabama no emergency calculation. And I don't know which is when we say oh Santina and they say enka eye sa emergency no ne say nia winya ni nyina no you pay tax so 20% or 40% or whatever depending on how much eba we save. Na just say sa nipa no onya allowance bia.
I see. Wow. And so onya allowance bia na say after you are generating the code na mano. Sa sika kese atete no obetumi enya sika ne back ana.
Yes. So okaya tama me share discussion as no me ka say we assuming say conversation no cover obi a otua ne tax no one allowance of 12,570 na otua standard tax of 20%. Sa nimpa no e say ontua tax kra because ne sika no nya no 12,570 and also obetua tax no based on the difference between 12,570 and nisika afino yeditua ne ka no. Na sa nimpa we nso no obetumi akọ for refund because of certain expenses why incur. What about obia in the past no na yet no BR emergency tax because me enim the tax code. Na afi na ya assessment no who said this is the right code I say neto so. Na wetu ndada no ebe hiegu ana say na de be ma no. Na wetu ndada abro no say who say abro da there omo de na de ebe ma no. Nti sa ni pay so betumi afre HMRC. Na wa ka kire won say me feel say I've been paying more tax in the past because of XYZ reasons. Nti mu hwehwem mame omo ye hwehwemu no mo de refund no abrel. Mame touch on this quickly. Obi yemfa obi a oye adwuma mienu. Sa nipa we adwuma baako no sika yetua no eye 12,570 for the year. Santi on no allowance. And I say sika yetua no eye bia 15,000. Nti extra no a ebeka no let's say it's about £3,000 as a social tax. The same person or you another place. Onya ehonsu onya let's say 13,000. Nti ye de to ho a kakra egu echiri a nka say ehonsu otua tax. Sa nipa we baby obekọ bia no say those two places no or ka kire won say this is my first job. Sa nti ehon nyina no wa feel P46 na ye na to allowance basic allowance personal allowance no so baby no or enjoy 12,570. Let's just say sa nipa we no or enjoy about £25,140 a year instead of 12,570. Santi, omu hwehwem na omu hu a, ombeka said no, ya di baako beye BR na baako aye standard. So you have to choose nia opese omu de BR because omu de omu choose na omu pe. Nti usually no baby a ejuma no edoso na sika no edoso no, eho na wo de beye the first job. Nti eho no omo allowance ni wie a na ebeka no ubetua normal tax. And the second job no be a hours ni ya hin bia nti sika ni sua. Santi utua tax kra BR no kra no enye bebre. But sa wo dane no saade a na wo de ba ko small one no be ye o first one na bebre no be ye wo second job there and then you end up paying more tax. Ewo baby a sika no edoso na ye de ho na akoye BR no. So that is one thing. So wa we are sure no ubetumi afrɛ wɔn na waka kyerɛ wɔn sɛ meyɛ adwuma mmienu baako ɛyɛ sei baako ɛyɛ sei mepɛ sɛ monyɛ baby a ɛdɔɔso no my first job na baby a esua no my second job ɔmo yɛ ne saa wobɛhu sɛ tax no bɛba fam ama wo.
Yo yate yɛda ase me wɔ voice note back but me nya ɔdɔfo bi wɔ ahoma ne so me yɛntie ɔno ansa na mabɔ me voice note no ɔdɔfo wɔ ahoma so mpatwɔ me ma akɔ aba mpatwɔ ɔkasa frame me yɛntie onka.
Good morning mpatwɔ manya mpatwɔ me ana
mpatwɔ yɛ wo a.
Oh good morning lawyer Asmah good morning manya mpatwɔ me question is simple I'm due for indefinite somehow of September. Now, according to the law, I say you can only apply within 28 days before the current BRP. Now, I'm finding out today. The whole year application online now. At what point in that it shows that you have submitted the application? A time now we clear see now and I say at what point? At time now we book biometric appointment and a application has been received and that's what submitted. So the person who because of the counting the 28 days, you know, me took my Ghana and I'm making sure that my decision in time, you know, I want to do it exactly the 28 days before with the question here clear.
Okay.
Right. Okay, let's answer the first part, you know.
Yes.
So we submit your application, that is the word, you know. So we submit here. Why we say what submit it? Because Obama confirmation say application has been submitted. Into which year there no a code go through no automatically a call ya open your screen screen message say application has been submitted. Now I catch yourself move to the next tasks. Say bia okakogba wonsa no nti obebuku na obeye say. Ti wa obehu after that no so no on be send we email a confirm say o friend say we sika na wutua no akọ. Nti obehu say and so application date I will submit here no enu nie. In addition to that no so we call baby a o portal no one a now we download the copy of the application form no a we behu on the application form first page you know within any application we here any date we submit here any time we submit here so that is the date of submission. Now we can say we call Ghana santi person we here within 28 days so that you can travel. Well 28 days is when within which you have to make the application. Ama enwu anto also. But decision no ebaba no emba 28 days no. Because Neomo can say 6 months after submission. And until so we submit here, empo one kobo wonsa no entamo a etumi delay ade no more. Until 6 months into here, with decision no cannot come. Even though sometimes it can come early, but for purposes of discussion, you say the standard is 6 months waiting time. I would be trying what they know. Just a person who took kind there, and I don't think so. The baba within 28 days no will submit here so that you can do or you can travel. So those are the things there. But in terms of submission, we submit here no. We be who say a call.
Yes, that's Papa. More question back one. Mean the kind and bomb me way answer. And I mean can answer because I see it's in me fine. Or see, I am a mother on FLRFP based on British child previous father, not married to him, just father, or the share bracket. With British citizen has changed. And kind of I say I'm a mother of the I'm a mother on FLRFP based on British child previous father. With British citizen has changed to biological father with settled status, and the child birth set correction has been made and nothing has been heard from Home Office so far. So good. My question is, upon renewing the child's passport and the mother's FLRFP, how do I go about it? The current father is also applying for British passport in 2 months' time. But the question, Lawyer Asmah.
Well, question wasn't clear, but I'm just say, say, or call I could renew ne 2.5 no. And not ne banuso could renew ne passport wa. Na opapanso bem would the papa no chain. Would the other dear so brace say we could renew our banu still or ya banu still a British child.
So how do I go about it?
To make the application.
Because my question is, upon renewing the child's passport and the mother's FLRFP, how do I go about it?
Okay, you go about the same way as you did the first application, because this is just a renewal. And if you've done it before, then you have the experience already. So lawyer no yema you can call upon that lawyer or another lawyer to assist you. So one away audience the same process I will fast no ube to mean so afaso. And the form now be used to send your boss no FLRFP. That's the form you have to use online.
Okay,
and Akwalanda passport so can be done online or renew Akwalanda passport and also online.
Cause any papa no so renew in 2 months, or any British passport in 2 months. Okay, any British passport does not mean say why a citizen any only one fan can, but see the current father is also applying for a British passport in 2 months.
Current father, and so cannot have 2 fathers. Bakumba biological father, not Bakuna stepfather.
Until the Odi can explain our first statement in the mono.
And the second one, stepfather, no meboa.
Sir.
Yeah, so I don't think stepfather no the situation about affecting Akwala already or your British child.
Okay. Yo, mommy says still auntie asena ye the amount and shedda and tomu year. Kwenya wa obe to me afre 0203 81231016 na wo de nchemu na abeye sometimes na ye try we ya dream nso ne nyina entumi mba homa ntroye no so nti na obetumi afre ye wodofo bi wa homa no so mmere ne kwa nso na ekọ odofo a wo so mesra obebi a ofrefri na ye nte won kan pacho.
Yo, madam, good morning, Manati.
Good
morning, lawyer, son. Pacho, yeah, for me, Kwame, make us a free Sheffield.
Okay.
Now, maybe some maybe a lot, like I say, as me a family member of one EU national.
Okay.
May settled no bedroom in October. Now, maybe some maybe a lot, I say, now the meeting I shall say apply for me settled no right now. And I say, was me train. Now I'm in Saka, you do October no. And I feel so say me Saka me settled now. Every train how many years? Or how many months? Be the answer now. Man, naturalize it. I go through the or go through them. Naturalize it.
Okay. Last man.
Me Pacho Ane, thank you very much. You know the question buy. Into also or you due for renewal of the pre-settled status. Santi obewu October. And the sun at there time bena obetumi a starting application.
Sir.
Yeah. Now woman say adenu bewu October. Obviously we are in July. So you have a bit of time ahead of you. But certain status no be a what's na ha for 5 years because time now all year no you 5 years. This is when you're 5 years there, even though visa new year no, you can still put in your application for the settled status. Depending on how what you know etieno. Now
5 years, no. So maybe 5 years. Maybe what I remember 5 years, no, in October exactly.
Right. Until October now, worry no 5 years no ebeso.
Patron.
And now worry wo a chrome one. Now unya first one no e wo chrome ha na say wo di fi ukrom na e buy or mindful frost na e buy. Right. In this case, no, obviously, won't try me in one answer. So October, yeah, you do September more. You have to start mobilize. You have to start mobilizing from now, getting all the evidence that will be here. No, September to October, minimum October that ebewu. But before ebewu no, make sure say why your application no. Before ebewu. Send you have 28 days. The last 28 days, you can apply. Until when you're sure, you can still approach us or any other lawyer for clarification. The second question is, time when our naturalization, so we have settled status now. Pacho, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Because I worry, empty. Over kind 10 years from time where would the worry, I will be a family member of that EU person, or we don't so in your sitting. Because before that, now one person we need a sitting be. Into date of marriage, very crucial. Into what kind of date 10 years time, let's just say what's now legally for 10 years. Even though 10 years in bedroom now could have indefinite that because we settled before so with 10 years no ebedu. Santi, we do 10 years per you can put in your naturalization application because who was settled no dada. Now, Pacho, I'm sorry, what commute?
Sorry. Now, Kasa, I see now what 2.5 years. So no, switch here. But just as I now can.
Aye. And he just maybe she's like 10 years in now.
Wouldn't be come or see a lawyer. There might be other information. I feel now about back for so. If you cry, baby, so for be at how into Fabra. You maybe say these questions, baby. Then we can give you informed response.
Why?
Okay, you've that far.
Okay. Lawyer, MC11 na bo na me nua man bo ne message na obeha me. Nti me bo ne quickly just 30 seconds pe na yentie na afede yemfa edwumede me nka me message ba kwa wo ho na yemfa nwie.
Good morning, Manyeti. Good morning, Uncle Ben. Nimse nyame adom muna mo hoye. Pacho, me were 10 years root parent, partner root so. Now me person me switch ko 5 years. Person bisa Uncle Ben say form Ben and I'm here. Me minti financial requirement, me were degree, requirement in me meeting in team person me who forms me here to switch from 10 years to 5 years. That's it.
You na me pacho audio and I say audio na boy no.
Audio
You and the so tie you see obi o ma oya application on ne ba and ne akwala ne maame na tie as a family. Nti omo de manu a omo de bamba no say partner. Usually so na ya omo ye no. Even though obi a ne pa no kra wan ya application no partner, but mutumi de manu partner. The moment I do better 10-year route, no sooner I will not just say discretionary. Now, say do too soon a my partner tag noir. Aya who switch to 5-year route noir, I am penisa. But easier say nimpano or no say direct access because ojina ne banon kwa eso. Obano asam embemu. Sa nimpa no omo ejitu mu say it should be easy for him or her to switch to the 5-year route. Obi be say why? But sa no mo ye omade wonti won ase. And sa nimpa depending on senior ochire mu no, if you are switching might not be an option.
Na nature say direct access no different from partner route no.
Direct access no obi a owo ne ba.
Ojina ne ba so.
Ojina ne ba so ba nyo one ne ba no eneti.
Okay.
That's the difference. Obi so mo ojina ne ba no so. Ba one akwala no ne na akwala ne maame na eti. Onware akwala ne maame. Ba omo tina say empenafo. Akwala wo mu. Into omo treating ni say they are unmarried partners. Even though omo fa no nto FLRM no so no. Omo be treating say ojina maame ni wo mu dia na omo de na kwahye maame no ase. Instead is omo de be sha akwala na ase as a parent.
Hona na wan hwe ya when you're wrong. Into lawyer, say ya baby, akosi eje watima after or the question be at to her. Say, yen time no so cool lawyer client and so channel. I'm question you back open chum na yen sorry and answer. A friend has submitted everything. The Home Office a friend has submitted everything. The Home Office. Something 21 years overstaying in the UK. Okay, read 21 years overstaying in the UK. Matthias here. This was over a year and still not heard much from them. How long does it take for one to get passport with permit to live in the UK? Is there anything one can do to speed things up? Say, Nina could delays abaso ewo Home Office. I think said the whole question is based that first part no into second part no and doctor obet me to che mukakra and lawyer Asmah.
Yo, me pacho emfa adeno to screen so na ye hu second part. The first one dey na e da se bebre say we tumi akire mu say act of nature, COVID and the war Ukraine. Second one will say, how long does it take for one to get passport with permit to live in the UK? Passport with permit. Well, second part to the second question, a bit way, but
vague. Okay.
But in fact, say nipa way, or besides say, how long does it take to get your leave to live in the UK? Almost say standard no 6 months, but you see, we've gone beyond the standard. We are in very abnormal times, and therefore you cannot discuss normalities or normalcy. And it can be 1 year, it can even be more than 1 year. And that is the caution we have. Passport, depending on the country you come from, you can apply for that country's passport from the UK. But say a British passport there, you should become naturalized or British citizen before you can apply for the passport.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Now, wait, Bisa, is it possible to bring my 34-year-old married and has a child to the UK? Question, no, NCP, okay, my 34-year-old married, wo yire anase on uba and a warren nene yire neba. Uche mwanke, but what the background, Yami Adumocham, the community and the law, now you to me apa muye. Lawyers man, Yemrena so, Yemrena ye be, Yebeda si, be brave, meaning say client train. They be a mom 11 cane, no mudina ubuano train, na yen so ye de waha, de yado, ye nina can be a ye. Ain't last my yeah, sorry, and answer cry, then cry now the be giant, na son, I'll be bemono, messa, and that it's if one of your phone, as see, and I must ye, papa, say much remote dosan among cosun, and moon sharing it is some mammy cried. Me share statistics na mon share cry no pen hammy mon share na enkoso na mon like and page no so na mon subscribe to our YouTube BWF YouTube channel no so anytime be a baby obenya notification no na ama wetie senior etie no enti no otena nyame adom Saturday 2nd of July yera July mo the two na say you do July na say e ni hwe bronya sa na tie enti no community and the law baso den nyame ya adoma ye nua bema oreku frimpon bejinemu na de amayen ye lawyers nyina bi ebetumi abaso na nsema ekoso ne ade nyina ye de wa kogo o de na hours ne doso kakra ntino mo nyina ye nko na otena 4 to 6 o'clock yako so enso ho na ohwehwe BWF Solicitors for tra kwan omo Anna House 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road Neso 7 Sisters na building no your friend Anna House and one say offer underground train and I say offer all the buses and 7 Sisters tube station neso utwa we ni a obehu abansoro bi ewo wonsam benkum ne so ya tro baako Anna House ho ana say ya na ade baako bi pa wetumi de ahye ne nso mo say ya tro dental practice kakraka ewo ho ukosa abansoro ne so a fourth floor obekọ bakoto BWF Solicitors ho mbeju tata fefefe ye be ma malt obe no fanta che be ma obi chocolate be ma obi na o de adwodwo ho mi si udu ho na trust me 50% of your problem is gone answer na kra obeka wasem o etimo nhye ne nso ne nyina ye nkom hye enti no Asmah ma me nkasa bebre na mpaucho den na odi beja answer na ya sorry ye na so na ye nkom kwoto a before so
Yo, me that's bebre enti for ne ahwefo ende ye bisa ye ho asam se aso ye nim se ye betumi enya tax aye tia no emu ebi efi HMRC for enchen ana nya ye nim no ende ye hu se e possible fi se ye tia manabro so dia ese se omode nsesa no emayen ti ye be frɛ won na ya kyeremu akyerɛ won na omo ahwehwɛ mu na omode nsesa no abra yen ba ma membo we su because aya na people want to know this. Senior your boss no every year tax bracket no and I say range no SSA. Now the SSA no percentages no. It is here me no can say ya 2022 2023 tax year we allowance no senior my boss no 12,570. It is a we adwuma na ye tua o ebro sa between 571 up to 37,700 ubetua difference no 25,130 ubetua eho 20%. And na say eboro so a between say your boss no 37,701 to 150,000 ubetua eho 40%. So would we adwuma no ma yetua waka more than 150,000 there. Ekoni nyina no ubetua tax of 45%. Nti dodoa no a ye hwe a yesika yenya no between 12,570 and 37,700. Internet just a tax I will be here on 25,130 and 20% in which you are paying about 5,000 about. And hono in our baby son will say, and to quite ben soon a mania a be back. So we to uniforms, Eshokwe Juma, na employer no first sikano ma back then sa sikano ubefre tax for say expenses no omo share na omo farmer back. Say wo de a car ekọ ejuma mu na wo wi na say wo de wo foka akọ ejuma mu na wo wi no ejuma no soma wo ma wo kwaye nyoma bebre wa other places nso a so man fa refund na ama wo a and say reimbursement ama wo a wo be tax for na omo de ama wo so wo kọ ejuma mu wo ye night now as I say we did anadwunu anadwumu ni nyina ansade achi because of the way ejuma na tintia sa edidie no from 6-7 aircon no sa edidie no say sa na etie de a as I say wo free tax na omode enho reimbursement emao ebaba as refund sara enso na we do atare call laundry na yesimao na eno na wo hyekọ ejuma de a wo ho evidence no so a omegina eno nso na omode ensesa abrel nti wei ni nkomo a ende yedi e was tax refund no ho. So do you know or did you know? You now know. Ubetumi afre accountant bia wonim no anaso bia onim tax wonim die biara na waboa wo. So wankasa so betena ase na wasese a ubetumi. Na yesa na etie dia wo free tax fo a omo beto omo bo ase omo ne wedi nkomo na ne ewom bia no omo ahwe na omo aboa wo. Thank you very much once again for making time with us. Please join us again tomorrow, 4 p.m. on the Community and the Law program, once again brought to you by BWF Solicitors. We are grateful for your audience.
Yo, Lawyer Asmah, we also thank you so much. Anytime we call on you guys, you don't hesitate at all. You come in quick to harvest this session together. At 44 national for Madam Massibium. I am a demide. I was a basket some dia and then I'm a hon tam baby. My name is Skawobia, and I'm a American American here. And you know, Nyame Adumoch na community and the law ebeba so beautiful topics ahead of us. Ebe discuss in here corner. Na yeah, babe sorry and so me sambo monkaye Education for asa commubium July new classes started se o nimwa bomodia o pese o joining health and care work scheme ya ebe o pese o nya sponsorship na won fam bra krom ha na won be ye adwuma o hia English test no ye betumi abo English test no no atro no pass na ye the account ne ayam of fefe ntokwa bie ne ho se we ne je ho nko ade abomodia na frey 07596620154 bomodiana frey betumi ejinemu aboa na wenya sponsorship no abrawatro English na wie na wa pass na afede ye gi sponsor no e de amount no abakromo abe ye adwuma fefefe eye nyame adoma ochena ebesen meet bomodiana be hu BWF Solicitors mbia na bibi kire wadwen wo hu se ne a wo ko wo pese wo kofo bi free Ghana e de ba kwan be na se wo fa so wo ye student wo pese wo be school ha e kwan be na wo pese wo fa so na wo de nye school na impo wo financial background wo betumi atutu ne yie na so aba ne nyina bomodian afre K84 o betumi ne wedi nkomo fefefe e wo hu na wetu sa na moyi medam nyina si nyame hira obibia mo amoba so nyina nyame hira me a medofo ba ko Sandra Frazier I salute wedwuma pa uboso a oye ye bekasa na sene ye besen hia mediane manyeti nyame hira ye nyina bye bye
ye fema ye wo London ye gia basobodie bebre ne ya redare e wo mransemu eye legal services BTC family law matrimonial law immigration dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. What BWF dear, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kra wo ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awalgya ye ho twuma mentwe. Any oshe ana injunction yɛde to domestic violence so a yɛma wo legal assistance ya edimu na yie adwuma nso. Yɛn child care any family team no nim nea wo famu ɛwɔ nea yɛ wɔ bere yi mu. Ɛno nti ne yɛto yɛn bo ase ma wafoto a ɛsɛ fata ɛwɔ kokoa mu. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agyina to mu na ɔsan so yɛ member na kyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ yɛgyina w'akyi ɛtwitwa agyew ɛwɔ family ɛne matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw koraa. Wopɛ advice ɛwɔ immigration nsɛnsɛm ho. Wɔ BWF Solicitors deɛ yɛn immigration team no avedare ɛwɔ general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoyɛ any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yɛn senior partner ɛyɛ member na wasan gyina tum ɛwɔ Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Nti sɛ yɛtae w'akyi a wonni haw koraa. Yɛbie yɛn office free dwada ekosi fiada anɔpa nɔnkron pɛ mu ekosi enumere nonsia ɛyɛ 9:30 AM kosi 6 PM. Ɛna memene da nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 ɛyɛ 10 AM kosi 4 PM. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wo nante free 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwantiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernardo Wusu san yɛ barrister yɛgyina to mu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wɔ advise local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.